All right, everybody. So, another focus area that you could choose is sensory language. And the checklist looks like this. And essentially, the goal of sensory language is to give the reader as close to the actual experience in the poem as possible, and to provide them with sort of the images that they need to fully understand what you're trying to say and what is most important in your message. So the big question here is, did I use a combination of these sensory language devices to get at this full experience, the images that are most important for my reader to picture? And what I've given you is a reminder of the definitions, but then also I tried to pull out sort of as many adjectives to get at what this could look like in your poem. I'm going to show you, I think, 2 or 3 moves and then let you get back at your poem. So at this point, I've been working a lot on my poem. It's pretty close to being final. And what I want to do here is maybe find 2 or 3 spots where sensory language would make my line and then make that image, that moment, that much more clear to the reader. So the first thing that jumped out to me when I read through this just before recording is this line right here. His kisses ask, now is it better? And I feel like this is such a wonderful moment to show you who my son really is. And when I look back at the sensory language, I kind of feel like that's a moment that relates to touch, a kiss. And there are all kinds of kisses. There are passionate kisses, sloppy kisses, there are quick kisses, sort of more formal from your grandmother kisses. So I'm trying to communicate here what it feels like when my son kisses you. And his kisses are the lightest things ever. So when I go back here, I want to sort of show that tenderness, that lightness. And immediately what jumps to mind is this, the idea of a butterfly. And I think I'm actually going to take out his to make this really that much more striking. When my head hurts, butterfly kisses ask, now is it better? Another area, and this is with my daughter that I want to get across, is just like her strength. It borders on violence at times. And when I go to this line, squeezes my cheeks, when she squeezes, it is like the blood rushes as far away from her touch as possible. So I think I might want to do, looking back over here, almost like a combination of sight and touch. And what I'm going to do, what jumped out to me right away, was when you squeeze something really hard and the blood rushes away and you get kind of that white look, or depending upon your skin, you might get just sort of like a tan look. It's just like all the blood is gone, so it goes like as light as possible. So I'm going to say squeezes my cheeks to white, to show the reader like, oh my goodness, that is how sort of tight she squeezes. So those are sort of 2 spots that I took a look at. Go back into your poem. Where can you take a moment that already exists and add a layer of imagery, sensory language, so the reader actually feels like they got that kiss. They feel like their cheeks were just squeezed so tight. So see what you can do. Play around with it.